Hi, fourth graders. So welcome back to our next unit. We're going to be multiplying fractions by a whole number during this unit. And we're going to start off pretty simple, and then it'll get a little bit more complex as we go along. So this lesson should be quite easy for you to accomplish. So let's get into it. So we're going to be multiplying unit fractions. So I'm going to remind you really quick what a unit fraction is. So remember, when we have a drawing of a fraction, such as we have this bar, 1, 2, 3, and we have 4. So we know our denominator is 4, and the unit fraction is one piece of that whole. So our unit fraction would be 1/4. Now, if we had added on, and this was 3/4, remember we could go and we were creating unit fractions, we could make a number sentence of 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4, or 3 times 1/4 equals 3/4. So we did a little bit of this at the beginning of our fractions, but we're going to work on it a little bit more. So I'm going to draw you a fraction, and then I will give you a multiplication sentence, and I want to see if you can figure it out, what the answer is. So let's start with this, okay? Our multiplication sentence for this is 4. And what do you think the answer is? So we have a whole number times a fraction. What do you think the answer is? So pause the video. Actually, we're going to pause the video right here. You're going to answer what you think the answer is, and then I will give you the answer. Okay, so I'm going to give you the answer. You can either see that there's 4/5, or you can know that 4 times 1 is 4, and we leave the denominator alone. So when we're multiplying fractions, we are only multiplying the numerator. And that's all we're doing in fourth grade, is we're multiplying the numerator. So 4 times 1/5 equals 4/5. Pat yourself on the back if you got that correct. And we're going to move on to our next unit fraction problem. So I'm not going to draw a fraction bar for this one. I just want you to see if you can figure it out based on the information that I've given you so far. So if we have 6 times 1/9, what do you think the answer is? 6 times 1/9. Pause the video or answer the question. Welcome back. So now we're going to talk about what 6 times 1/9 is. So remember, I'm going to do 6 times 1. So I'm going to multiply 6 times 1. So 6 times 1 is 6, and I get 6/9. So that's how I multiply unit fractions. Let's do another practice one. Let's do 8 times 1/10. Okay. Choose your answer below or write it in. You're going to type it in, but. And I come up with 8/10. Okay? So I'm going to give you one more example of multiplying by unit fractions. Remember, this is kind of a review from what we've already done. Remember that I can show this in addition to prove that I'm correct. So it's like 1/10 plus 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 1/10. And I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that then equals 8/10. So that's really what we're doing. We're multiplying a whole number by a unit fraction. So this is the last one that I would like you to practice on, and then I want you to go do the practice problems, and then of course take the exit ticket. The exit ticket will be multiple choice, and you will get your grade at the end. And then you will work on happy numbers, and then you'll be back in the meeting at 10:45. So this will probably be a shorter lesson than normal, or the other lessons of this unit. But it's just a refresher to get our brains going and understanding how we're multiplying fractions, that we're only ever multiplying the numerator. So let's go with 5 times 1/7. What do you think the answer is? And you should have come up with 5/7. Now I want you to now go work on your problem set and then take your exit ticket, and I will see you soon.